Masturbation. The primary sexual activity of mankind. In the 19th century it was a disease, in the 20th, it's a cure. An ancient truism had once decreed, self-improvement is masturbation. Masturbation never got anybody pregnant, does not make anybody go crazy, and what we're about is preventing HIV in our bright young people. Masturbation is good for the right arm. Your imagination and some masturbation is a much better alternative to finding out what kind of person a bit of casual sex transforms you into. Not everyone who condemns masturbation can masturbate. Masturbation and meditation both promote physical and mental well-being. Well, one thing you can say for masturbation: you certainly don't have to look your best. Masturbation is our first and natural form of sexual activity, and if that's inhibited or damaged, then we suffer for the rest of our lives. Masturbation is the thinking man's television. Always buy pornographic books in hardback because they're easier to hold with one hand. Masturbation is a democratic pleasure, practiced by rich and poor, young and old, married and single. For the most expensive way to realize an orgasm, men and women open their wallets. For the cheapest, they close their eyes. Cycling, like masturbation, is fun and easy to do, sometimes all day long. Masturbation is always very safe. You not only control the person you're with, but you can leave when you want to. Everyone thinks their whole life should be at least as much fun as masturbation. Masturbation is pleasure without cost. Don't knock masturbation. It's sex with someone you love. Even if times are tough and you're enduring a terrible heartache, it's important to focus your anger on a vibrator, not another person. The trouble with the internet is that it's replacing masturbation as a leisure activity. Use of masturbation as a way of soothing yourself to ward off death anxiety so you can fall asleep. The only shame in masturbation is the shame of not doing it well. To masturbate is to imagine, physically. It was masturbation, not willpower, that made it possible for gazillions of women to walk down the aisle with their reputation and their hymen still intact. A man cannot really be called, sexually, confident if he has never bought his woman a vibrator. We would not be ashamed of doing some of the things we do in private, if the number of sane human beings who do them in public were large enough. Some people masturbate to temporarily replace their partners when they are absent, whereas some people do that to temporarily live in the present. Most, if not all, sexually active people do not really love having sex. They merely love experiencing an orgasm every now and then. Mutual masturbation can be a terrific precursor to intercourse, or it can be a main event all on its own. Our sexual pleasure happens within us, not on or inside our partner's genitals. To masturbate or not to masturbate, that is the question. In every way, masturbation is quite handy. Philosophy is to the real world as masturbation is to sex. We have reason to believe that man first walked upright to free his hands for masturbation. The good thing about masturbation is that you don't have to dress up for it. The nicest thing about masturbation is afterward, the cuddling time. If God had intended us not to masturbate, He would have made our arms shorter. Philosophy stands in the same relation to the study of the actual world as masturbation to sexual love. We know that more than 70 to 80% of women masturbate, and 90% of men masturbate, and the rest lie.